Come along and sit down.
I'm sorry, Monsieur le Marquis.
Darling? Philippe? Darling, what is it? Is something wrong?
I have to go home, Catherine.
Home? Oh, you mean to Bellanac? Why?
Grondek was just here. The vineyards are failing again.
Oh, darling, I am sorry. Well, how long are we going to be there? I mean, we must make plans about the children's school and everything.
Catherine, I'd rather you didn't come. During a vineyard failure, it's not very pleasant. They resent outsiders.
Outsiders?
Please try to understand. Please.
Well, how long will you be away?
I don't know.
Well, if it's for very long, darling, please, will you send for us?
We'll see. Oh, I love you, my Catherine. I love you very much.
Mama, Jacques spitting those things at me again.
Jacques, you better not let Papa catch you with that awful thing.
You don't understand, Mama. You see, Antoinette is Marie Antoinette, actually. and I am the spirit of Free France. It is my duty to capture her and bring her back to justice.
Yes, well, your papa will free France you if you don't stop teasing your sister.
Mama, why don't you and Papa put Jack in the army?
Morning, children.
Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Papa. Papa, please will you take me to Bellanac with you today? Papa, I want to know if I can go to Bellanac today with you. I'll sleep in the car and I promise I won't ask you any silly questions.
Darling, Philippe? Jacques is talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I'm terribly sorry. I haven't quite shaken the cobwebs yet.
Well, I want to know if I can go to Bellanac with you today. I'll sing those songs that you like to hear while you drive.
I love your songs. And the trip will be quite unbearable without them, but not today. Maybe next time.
Monsieur le Marquis has arrived, sir.
Has come back. Put another log on the fire. I'm cold. I always seem to be cold these days. Make me some more tea. But first lock the door in case my nephew comes up. Not that I think he will.
I would think Madame would be anxious to see Monsieur le Marquis.
In my own good time, Marianne. Has the priest come?
Yes, Madame.
Father Dominic.
God be with you.
Well, Renard?
I wish to say we are all proud you have returned, Monsieur le Marquis.
Did you think I would not?
Some thought you would not. I knew that you would.
How about you, Father?
I never doubted the path you have chosen.
What makes you think I've chosen it?
You came back, didn't you? I think you have chosen it, Philippe, my son, haven't you?
I didn't know you'd ever been to Bellanac.
Oh, yes, half a dozen times or so, when Philippe and I were at school together.
We went there just after we were married. I thought it was the most frightening place. Almost as though we were back in the Middle Ages. You know, I'm worried about Philippe. He's never been like this before.
I remember even as a child, Bellanac seemed to have some terrible fascination for him. As though he were obsessed with finding some diabolical secret of the place.
Jacques, darling, what are you doing down here?
Mama, I want my motor car.
But, darling, you ought to be in bed.
I want my motor car. So I can go and see Papa.
You see?
Yes.
But he's never done that before.
I talked to him quite naturally. And you won't wake him up.
Here's your motor car, darling. That's it. Now, we'll go and see Papa. in your motor car first thing in the morning. Now, let's go upstairs. Get back into bed.
She's come with the children.
Welcome to Bellanac, Madame la Marquise.
Thank you, Renard, madame.
I hope you had a pleasant journey.
Yes, very pleasant, thank you. Come, Jacques.
Where's Papa?
Where is Monsieur le Marquis?
I'm sorry, Madame, he has gone to Le Piton. Your telegram was late in arriving.
Oh. Did he say what time he would be back?
He said he will not return until late tonight, Madame.
Christian de Carré is a very wicked boy, and his sister Odile is no better.
But why should he do such a thing?
You might ask Philippe to speak to him about it.
Yes, I certainly shall.
Now, if you will excuse me, I have a terrible headache. Marianne, would you fetch me an aspirin, please?
I'm sorry that you're feeling unwell. I shall try not to trouble you any more.
Don't let her in here again. This time I can't be involved.
Renard,
Madame?
didn't Monsieur le Marquis just get back?
No, Madame.
Are you sure?
Yes, Madame.
Because I saw two men ride into the courtyard. Who were they?
I am sorry, Madame. I neither saw nor heard anyone.
Thank you, Renard.
Good night, Madame.
our children. Drive out of the valley. Never turn back.
Jacques, why aren't you asleep, darling? What's the matter, darling?
Oh, I do love it here. Oh, Mama, please let us stay here. Don't let us leave here. Oh, please let us stay here forever.
Now, darling, you must go to sleep. It's very, very late. You be a good boy, huh?
Darling, I am sorry. Renard says your telegram arrived just after I left this morning.
When did you get back?
Oh, just a while ago. I've forgotten how long that ride takes in the dark. I had dinner with old Collier and his wife. They sent their best regards to you. Oh, darling, I'm sorry I didn't come up right away, but I had one or two things in the office to attend to.
I saw some lights on in the tower room. I went to see who was there, and... Philippe, it really was horrible. Those de Carré children were carrying in a dead dove. And there were men in robes.
Darling, the people of Bellanac have always been steeped in strange rituals. I never tried to understand them. Neither should you. You brought the children, of course.
Yes, of course I did.
You know, every time we've been apart, I'm surprised all over again how beautiful you are. How are the children?
Oh, they're fine. They've missed you. And so have I. I had Jean-Claude in for drinks the other night.
Did you?
He's very worried about you. Can the vineyards be saved?
In time, maybe.
Well, there's not really very much you can do about it, is there?
Catherine, my family has lived here in Bellanac for over 1,000 years. Somehow here, the years seem to shrink. I find myself thinking in generations, in centuries.
What are you seeking, Philippe?
Am I seeking? Or am I being sought?
Oh, darling, I just want to help you.
You can't help me. I have great responsibilities here, and they can't be shared.
But, Philippe, what are those responsibilities? Do the people here think that you're some kind of a magician? A god?
Catherine, you shouldn't have come here. I asked you not to. I want you to go back to Paris. Take the children and leave first thing in the morning.
But, darling, the children are unhappy without you, and so am I. Even though you don't seem to need me anymore.
Of course I need you. I just want you to leave here.
Yes, but why, Philippe?
All right. Stay then, if you must. But please, don't ever question me about this anymore.
She kept asking me questions.
What questions?
She implied I was keeping things from her.
Did you enlighten her?
Don't be a fool, Philippe. I'd rather die than speak of that to anyone. I think I'll go away from here.
As you wish. You know, these rooms are always kept ready for you.
This is no place for a woman. It never has been. I sometimes believe you're all mad. All the men of this family from the very beginning. She loves you. She's a fine girl, a beautiful girl. Take her away from here, Philippe. Take her away and the children. Put 1,000 miles between you and this place.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Odile. Odile de Carré. And you're Jacques, aren't you? And this is your sister, Antoinette.
How did you know?
Oh, we met when you were both very young.
What's this?
Tell me, do you believe in magic? Do you, Jacques? Do you?
In magic? Oh, yes, I do.
Do you see that toad there on the lily pad? Sitting very still, all by itself. I can see it, but you have to look exactly where I tell you. No, Jacques, not there. Just over here, all by itself. Do you see it now?
Yes, yes, I see it.
Well, shall we change that toad into a dove?
Yes.
All right. There.
Look! Look! Where is it? There it is. Can't you see it? Flying up in the sky. Look, I can still see it. You're being silly.
Now, come along inside, children. It's starting to rain.
If it does, the rain will not last, Madame.
Mama, she changed the toad into a dove.
Why won't it last, Odile?
These are not life-giving clouds, Madame.
Now, just exactly what are you doing here, Odile?
My brother and I come here often.
Well, you may tell your brother he is no longer welcome here. I will not stand for him killing the dove.
Madame la Marquise. Hello, Jacques.
Hello.
Antoinette.
Hello.
You like it here, Jacques?
Oh, yes, I love it here. I want to live here for always.
What lovely children you have.
I hope you overheard what I said just now. I will not permit your killing the doves on this property.
Killing doves? Madame must surely have misunderstood. My sister has just created a dove. A white dove from a toad.
Mama, it stopped raining. She said it would.
I warn you, Christiane, if there's any more foolishness with that bow and arrow, I shall report it to the police. Come along, children. Come along. Run and wash your hands. I'll be along in a moment. Oh, Philippe, you must do something about Odile and Christiane de Carré immediately. They are devils.
What did they do?
Well, that boy, Christiane, that bow and arrow of his is a lethal weapon. He's just managed to frighten me half to death. The day I arrived, he shot a dove right in front of me. And just now, he was actually aiming at me.
He must have been joking.
Oh, my God, darling, joke or not, the thing might have slipped. It might have hit me or one of the children.
Wouldn't have slipped. He's far too good for that.
Oh, Philippe, that is not the point. The point is the boy is dangerous and he shouldn't be allowed here.
Catherine, his family have had the hunting rights here at Bellanac for centuries. I assure you he's quite harmless. Both of them are. Strange, yes, but harmless.
I'm sorry, darling, but I don't believe that.
I believe it, Catherine.
I've just told you I don't.
Believe it? Believe it? Believe it? Or leave here.
What? Oh! Philippe. What does it mean? What does it mean, Father?
Has the world reached such a pass that we must ask what it means when a man chooses to pray?
Father, you know as well as I do that Philippe is not a religious man.
My poor child, you're upset. Bellanac has this effect on you. I know that. Perhaps you should go away, venerate for a little while.
Yes, but why should I? I only want to help him.
But you're in no position to help him, my child. Your husband is one of the few really great landowners left in Europe. For 3 years now, the vines have borne no fruit. If it were not for Philippe's personal generosity, half the families in his domain would have gone hungry. Isn't it just possible in these circumstances that a man might turn to Almighty God?
Yes. Yes, I suppose it is. But what was that ceremony up there in the tower? That wasn't part of any church ritual.
You should not concern yourself, my child, with things you know nothing about. The people of Bellanac are deeply rooted in the past. Their traditions of worship are ancient. Some of these traditions may seem strange to an outsider, but I think you'll agree they should be respected.
Oh, it isn't that I lack respect, Father. It's just that I want to understand.
Understanding is not always necessary. Indeed, sometimes it is not possible. Now go to bed, my child. You're tired.
Mother's angry. I think we should go down.
Must you always do as your mother says?
Mama saw you on the parapet, so she'll tell Papa.
Now you know perfectly well you're not supposed to be up here. Now go downstairs at once.
But Mama, we're only
Don't argue with me, Jacques. Go downstairs immediately, both of you. How How could you let Jacques do that? How could you? He might have been killed. You know as well as they do that they are not allowed to play up here.
Christian and I were playing on the roof at home and here when we were far younger than they are.
Because nobody cared enough to stop you. But I do care about my children, and I don't want you seeing them anymore.
But don't you think that kind of ultimatum should come from Philippe?
Well, has Philippe said nothing to you about Christiane and the children?
Did he say he would? Did he lie to you? Oh, but you must be used to that by now. Men always lie. Personally, I have no use for them, except for Christian. But then he's different. Catherine, what's the matter? Is the sun bothering you? Are you all right? Would you like to go in? You're getting very tired. Would you like to go in? Your eyes are heavy. Very heavy. You must go to sleep. You must go to sleep, Catherine. To sleep. Careful, Catherine. You might fall. Take my hand.
Odile. Help me.
I am helping you, Catherine. I am helping you. Just a few more steps, then you'll be safe. And you can hold my hand. Take it, Catherine. Take it. Poor Philippe. You're mad. Quite mad. Then all the men in your family are all mad. But of course, you know that, don't you?
I told you to frighten her, not to kill her. My child, where is your conscience?
What hypocrites you all are. What stupid hypocrites.
I just don't know what happened. One moment I was talking to her, and the next moment I was lying on the roof.
You could have killed her for what she tried to do to you.
Yes, I can believe it. In fact, it's about the only thing I can believe.
What exactly does that mean?
No, it's just that in spite of everything, I'm sure that you personally don't wish me any harm.
Darling, of course I don't wish you any harm. I love you, you know that.
Yes, I do know it. And that's exactly what keeps me here, Philippe. Is it Jean-Claude?
Yes, how did you know?
I telephoned him.
Oh, I wish you hadn't done that. I don't want anyone staying here at the moment.
Oh, he's not going to stay, darling. He's just on his way to Spain.
Well, I can't see him. You go down and explain to him. I have to go to the vineyards.
You say Philippe is in some kind of torment, but that he won't confide in you nor shed any light on what has been happening here. Those are Philippe's ancestors, aren't they? Who is that?
Oh, that, I think, is... Yes, that is Edouard. Edouard de Montfaucon, Philippe's grandfather.
Philippe's grandfather, eh? Philippe's father, as I remember it, was drowned, wasn't he?
Yes.
Looks almost medieval. 12 men dancing round a 13th.
Those men in robes. They look like the men I saw in the tower.
In the library, I seem to remember some kind of family history. Records, documentation.
Yes, yes, I think there is. In fact, I'm sure there is.
How many of Philippe's ancestors have died under what the police would call mysterious circumstances? Here's a list of 22 Montfaucons, 22 heads of the family who have died in various extraordinary ways. Guillaume, 1262, murdered on the way back from the Crusades. Jehan, the same in the year 1310. He was only 19. Gérard, 1437, killed while out hunting. Gilles, 1509, the same, and so on and so on. But Catherine, you're in danger. Your son may be too.
Well, now you're trying to frighten me.
Yes, I am. Have you forgotten already how that girl tried to kill you?
No, all that I can think of at the moment is Philippe. And what's happening to him. I shouldn't have dragged you into all this. I'm sorry.
I'm not leaving here.
No, no, please. It would only... I can manage. But... thank you. Odile, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Christian.
Odile, where is the grave of Edouard de Montfaucon?
It's in the forest, madame.
Where in the forest?
Madame should take the lower road, across the White Bridge. Take the path to the right. The path is steep, very steep. It leads directly to the place.
Thank you, Odile.
I beat you.
I said I would.
I let you beat me. You always get so bad-tempered when you lose. Ha! I saw Madame riding into the woods. Where was she going?
To La Bosse, Monsieur le Marquis. Madame wishes to see the grave in the forest.
Be saved, and I would save. The 12 dance on high. Whoso danceth not, knoweth not what cometh to pass. thought I heard voices.
You were just regaining consciousness. There was no one here.
You knew, didn't you?
I knew from certain things I was told what might happen. I warned you that you'd be in great danger if you were lucky. It's only a surface cut. You won't even have a scar. Now you must rest. This will help you. Dr. Monet prescribed it. Remember Dr. Monet? He says that you'll be perfectly all right. You're just suffering from shock.
Oh, Philippe,
Yes, my darling?
please don't leave me.
You must rest, Bella. Sleep.
Oh, Philippe, come back. Please come back. I can help you.
No one can help me. Not even you. You don't understand. You could never understand.
Whoso danceth not, knoweth not what cometh to pass. It's in the painting, isn't it? Is that it? Is that it, Philippe? Whoso danceth not, knoweth not.
Goodbye, Catherine. Goodbye, my darling.
go back to the bottom. No, it's not fair.
Come on, young lady, right back to the bottom. Your throw, Jacques.
Estelle, see it. Yes. See it, Estelle. See it! Estelle, see it! You must see it!
9.
It's not fair. You won again. 1, 2, 3.
Estelle, help me! Help me!
What is it, Auntie?
It was only a reflection from a piece of glass.
Sure go, Auntie. Shall I throw for you?
Oh, Estelle, see it! Estelle!
A 4 and a 3. You've got to go back too. Go on, Auntie. Go back.
Marianne? Marianne, where are you?
Yes, madame.
I want you to go down to my niece's bedroom.
Mama's ill. We're not allowed to go and see her yet.
That's true, madame. I don't think Monsieur le Marquis would like... Monsieur le Marquis doesn't pay your wages. I do. Go down there, please, at once.
Dr. Monet is here.
Of course I didn't come, for the very good reason they never called me.
But they told me that you'd come
This is one of old Mother Blossock's concoctions.
Yes, what is it?
Belladonna. Our friends who practice witchcraft call it by other names. At any rate, it's a potent narcotic. It can induce sleep, as in your case, and occasionally it's used to promote states of trance.
Trance?
Visionaries, religious seekers have been using it since the Middle Ages. Supposedly, it induces states of religious ecstasy. A spiritual purgative, one might call it. The user is cleansed, prepared.
But prepared for what?
Who knows? Some glorious pilgrimage of the soul, I suppose. Now, you come along back to bed. That's it.
Doctor, what's happening down in the square? The flags and the bells.
It's les très jours, madame.
The 13 days. Is there something special about it? Does it have some symbolic meaning?
It's just a fair, madame. A simple country fair.
No, it's more than that.
I attend to the bodily needs of these people, not the spiritual ones. Now, come along back to bed. And promise me you'll take no more of this silly witch's brew. Now, I'll stop by and see you again tomorrow. Right.
Procedamus in pace, pretende Domine fidelibus tuis dexteram celestis auxilii. Pretende Domine fidelibus tuis dexteram celestis auxilii. Ut te toto corde perquirant, et quae digne postulant, consequi meriantur, per Christum Dominum nostrum. Procedamus in pace. Procedamus in pace. Procedamus in pace.
Philippe!
Welcome, friends and neighbors, to Bellanac and to Les Tres Jours. Let the earth bring forth vines, yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And the Word was God.
Oh, no! Please, you must tell me now. What was it that you swore to keep to yourself?
I swore on the Bible. But surely God will forgive me. Surely he will. I think of your little Jacques. He won't have to do the terrible thing Alain did.
You mean
destroy himself?
Then your brother wasn't drowned by accident. He killed himself to escape from Bellanac, from whatever it is that's happening here now.
He escaped, yes. But it was neither an accident nor suicide. It was a plan. He's still alive. He's in the tower. Above here.
Estelle? Where's Catherine?
Leave me alone, Philip.
You told her.
Yes. Philip, even before you were born, I prayed that you would...
Shirk my responsibilities, as Alain did?
Alain is your father.
Yes, but he's not one of the men of this family. Jacques is.
Philip, I beg you, if it is now beyond your power to prevent this terrible thing, at least spare your own son.
Marianne, bring my son to me.
No.
Bring him!
Madame.
Fetch him, Marianne.
Monsieur! Monsieur Alain! Oh, please, please. Your sister Estelle sent me.
Oh, Philippe, Philippe. Isn't there anything anyone can do to...
It was you. In the hall that night.
What has my sister told you?
Only that you are alive. And that if anyone can help Philippe, it is you.
Sometimes I believe that on that afternoon in Antibes, I really did drown.
Where did you go?
Oh, for years I wandered. And in the end, I came back to this. Shame.
Procedamus cum fratre nostro, demus con nostrum peccatis nostrum.
Do you know the meaning of the words les 13 jours? There is here not an amusing play upon one word. Les jours, meaning the days, easily becomes les joueurs, meaning the players, meaning...
Dancers. The 13 dancers.
The 12 dance on high.
Amen. 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 The 12 who are dancing are the 12 apostles, and the 13th in their midst is Christ. Long before Christianity, there existed religions in which 12 men danced. The 12, the one.
The whole on high hath part in our dancing.
Amen. Amen. When you enter the cathedral in Bellanac, you have the impression that you are listening to an ordinary mass. Kneeling all around you, there are people who hear what you do not hear, because it is the Black Mass.
Procedamus cum fratre nostro.
And Once a year in that square, you watch the dance of the 12 men. There are people who see in the midst of the 12, 13th, a living God. Those people are not Christians and never have been.
And Père Dominique?
He is a part of it. No, more than a part. He's all of it. Père Dominique is a pagan. Bellanac is a fortress of heresy.
But what of Philippe?
Men like Philippe, Père Dominique, of course they realize that what these people believe in is heresy, but they realize too what heresy is capable of. The people of Bellanac issue a command that has to be obeyed.
A command to do what?
The earth has to have sacrifice. There has to be blood.
I would save, and I would be saved.
But someone must stop them. They must be stopped.
There's nothing that can be done. When he embraced his son, the kiss of peace, that meant that Philippe was elected to die.
I will go to the police. Inspector, I was just on my way. Why are you here?
I thought you might want to see me.
Then you know.
We have all been worried about you.
Worried about me? No, but you don't understand. My husband is...
You need rest, madame.
It was a bad fall. Apparently, the horse kicked her head.
Serious complications can arise, madame, if you don't rest after that kind of an accident.
Let me take you to your room.
You will stay away from me.
Philippe wishes to see you because of the children.
The children. Jacques. Where is Jacques?
The children are perfectly safe. They're locked in their great-aunt's apartment, just as you must be locked in here.
Philippe, you can't do this.
In a sense, it is already done.
But it's meaningless. Oh, darling, you can't do it.
Catherine, you can't stop this. Neither you nor anyone else. And when it's all over, don't try to make a fuss, because no one will believe you. No one will come forward to support what you say. No one ever has.
You must be mad. You must all be mad. All of you. You're dying for nothing.
I'm dying for what I believe. For my people and for my faith.
You believe in all this primitive nonsense?
Yes, I do.
Philippe, you are my husband. I am your wife. We have 2 lovely children. And once
we were all so happy. But here at Bellanac, you get sick. Philippe, listen to me. Please, please listen to me. Leave here now, with me and with the children. That's all you have to do. Just walk away from this stupidity, this evil. Alain, your father was right. He told me once, drive out of this valley and never come back. Oh, Philippe, my dearest, let's do that. Let's do that now.
Catherine, it's our belief in something that makes that thing, for a moment or forever, divine.
It is time, my son.
In a few moments, in a very few moments, Philippe will be dead. Philippe, who you once loved so much, and who I shall love always, will be murdered, sadistically murdered in cold blood. Alain, you're alive because you couldn't believe in all this vile hypocrisy, this heathen mumbo-jumbo, these sadists, and because you weren't ill in the way that Philippe is ill. Alain, I'm a prisoner here, but you can help me. You told me you came back secretly. Tell me how, while there is still time. You can't be a part of your own son's murder. Oh, Alain, we must save him. You and I, we must save him. We've got to. Help me, Alain. Help me.
When asked if it did not strike him as surprising that the fatal shot had been fired with, of all things, a bow and arrow, the coroner replied that he was not in the least surprised. He understood from those who knew about such things that this ancient weapon had recently had something of a vogue among the young. People don't want to hear the truth, Catherine.
I shall never come here again. Never again.
I want to sit by the window. Oh, my watch. I forgot my watch. I left it in my bedroom. Did you think I'd forgotten?
No, my son. I knew you would come.
Did you find it?